Okay, here we go, guys. So another one, right? Another one. Hopefully you guys are ready for today's analysis. You know, you're gonna learn something today. We're gonna try to keep it short and sweet, up to 15, 20 minutes max, right? Today we are going over the queen is far away. The queen is far away, right? So you're gonna learn about why it's problematic when queens are far away and etc. This game is a fire game, Wesley So versus Magnus. I mean, come on now, who ain't gonna want to see that? This from the FTX Crypto Cup earlier this year. So let's check it out. Let's get right into it. Right, e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, and if we flip the board here from the white side, we almost into a Scotch Gambino. Shout out to my Scotch Gambino people out there. Make sure you watch my playlist on the Scotch Gambino. One of my favorite openings is e4 against e5. Knight f6, d4, e takes d4, and e5, right? Right here, I've played this from white. I've never played this from the black side. But as e5, right, it's a pimp name, funny. e5 after e5, d5, right? And after d5 happens, we have now, and by transposition, reached, I mean, in a way, this is already Joko Piano, Italian game-ish type stuff. But many times in the Scotch Gambit, you can reach the same position. Just like this, but it's a little bit different now. And bishop b5, which is the main move, but we're going to look at it from Magnus's point of view. So after bishop b5, he plays knight e4, which is a very strong move. This is all theory, by the way. C takes d4 and bishop to b6. You also have bishop b4 as well. Bishop b6 is a little bit different. And in a way, it just pressures the d4 pawn, keeps continuous pressure under this pawn. It's also weak as well, like in the French type structures, if you ever play the French defense, the French type structures, and etc. Stuff like that. So this pawn is weak. Bishop b6, knight to c3, which is still theory. Still theory. Castles, bishop e3, bishop g4, pinning to and winning. You can play bishop e2, or you can play. I'm giving you something. I'm giving you some Jedi knowledge right now. Okay, Wesley So has two courses on Chessable. In fact, both of these courses have about, one of them has 1,500 variations in it. All of them have a depth of like 16 to 20 moves. But imply meaning reply, one move, is about 40 ply, which is you move, I move. Every two moves equals one. So if it's 20 moves, that means it's like 40 moves. If you think about me move, you move, I move, you move, that's like 40. So think about that. 1,500 variations, 20 depth in moves, right? And that's part one. And then part two got 1,600. So total, it was about 3,100 variations. 3,100 variations. Bruh. Garbage. Okay, now with that being said though, now it's a lot, and I ain't garbage, but it's a lot of material. I went through about 2,700 of them. I'm not even gonna lie. I went through about 2,700 just to find out that I don't want to play this as white. I went through a lot of the variations. With that being said, I had one game, if you check my playlist from Chicago Open, I don't remember what round it was, but it was like, this is so boring, if you remember that one. This is so boring because I actually went through a lot of this theory, and I was playing it over the board, and it was just a boring game, and it ended up being a draw with the white pieces, and I didn't want that. So, of course, I've obviously made my switches, but with that being said, Wesley So played queen c2, which is from his course. He actually plays this. He knows this. So Wesley is in home territory. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. When you say it's theory, does that mean these moves are well documented in many chess books or databases? 100%. That's insane. Big facts. Yes, sir. Master details. So an artist. Right. So queen c2, right, allowing you to take on f3, allowing you to take this, which you can do it. But the problem is there's an open file here. Also, you actually castle. You end up playing king h1. Right, you put the rook on g1 and you use the f pawn as well, play f4, f5. You can bring the knight around in many cases. In fact, just because this is damage and you gave up the bishop pair doesn't mean that, you know, white is worse by any means necessary. In fact, you can get in a lot of trouble with the black pieces here. So that didn't happen. Of course, Magnus knows this, and Magnus says, you ain't about to get me, big fella. I'm the world champ, my guy. So he played bishop f5 and backed that boy up one time just to actually do some work here. And knight to g3, that's for me. That's going to be nasty. Nasty, right? At least you found out it's not your thing. Big facts, Chronic, for real. So after bishop f5, queen b3. It looks strange moving the queen twice, but this is actually still theory in a way, hitting the d5 pawn. After knight e7 defending, now you can't damage my structure. I'm going to play c6 and back you up. All equal, ain't nothing wrong for either side. Castles from Wesley, c6 from Magnus. Big Mag plays bishop e2 from Wesley, and then rook to b8. Pretty nice stuff. Just, you know what? I'm going to end up moving this bishop to c2. I want to play b5, b4 maybe eventually. And not c2, bishop c7. And then after rook b8, knight to a4. What does he play? Very simple. Bishop to c7. That's why he put the rook on b8 to defend the b7 pawn. Okay, knight to h4, hitting f5. And now, chat, and now it is on you. It's on you. All right, we went this far. This is kind of where theory a little bit deviates. It's not actually all theory anymore. We are removed 16 here. It's a little bit different. It's black to move. What do you do? Sammy Ride Fire with the 100 biddies. Bruh. Appreciate you. That's 100. Thank you. Says may the force be with you. May the force be with you as well. Let's go. King's Bishop with the raid. Just in time. Just in time. Thanks for the raid, bro. King's Bishop with the raid. We going over a game. Wesley So versus Magnus, right? FTX Crypto Cup. We're talking about the queen is too far away, right? And how you should learn from this and what you can learn from this. Thanks for the raid. Shout out to King's Bishop. Let's get a shout out to that, man. Queen D7. And I see Queen D7. I see Bishop G6. Okay. Bishop G6 and Queen D7. What else, chat? What else are you thinking here? Thanks for the follow, Universal Truths. I see B5 as a move. Very nice. B5. Okay. Anything else? Anything else? I see Queen D7 and B5. I'm coming to live in Michigan. Wow, King's Bishop, hit me up, bro. Let me know. Let me know where you at, bro. We'll get some live streams. All right. What's up, man? Where you living at? Where you gonna be in Michigan, my guy? B5, F6, and stare at him real hard from A1 Chemist. You know what? Hey, shout out to A1 Chemist. Shout out to you, okay? Shout out to you. You are not garbage. Gotcha. Yeah, you thought I was going to say garbage. In fact, that's exactly what Magnus played. Big Mag played F6 and stared at him real hard. Bruh. Real hard stare. Real hard stare. He did play F6. He literally played this move. F6. Bang, fine gold, tripping. Absolutely tripping right now. He tripping, bro. But F6, he's like, well, I'm the world champ. So there's an exception. I can play F6 whenever I want to because I'm the world champion. So he played F6. That's what he played, right? He played F6. It's not a final yet. Somewhere near my daughter, Vincent Marlette. Hey, man, that's what's up, King's Bishop. Let me know, bro. We'll get something popping, man. Thanks for the raid. Absolutely, right? So F6 on the board. After F6, Bishop F3, right? Bishop F3. And the reason for F6 is because look at this diagonal. I mean, this is nasty. Why would you ever take this? You should never do this. In fact, I can play Queen D6 right now or Rook F6. Now, keep these moves in mind, by the way. Okay, I'm giving you a hint. So, he didn't take it. He didn't take it. F6, that would have been a 100th move you said, right? Yeah. F6, Bishop F3 from Wesley. He said, okay, you know, let's put some pressure. We're going to try to trade all this off and actually, in a way, win a piece because you did play F6. This is why Feingold says never play F6, right? Okay. Bishop F3, B5 finally, and then knight to C3. He backed that boy up. Okay, chat. What do you do now? What would you do now in this position? It's getting kind of complicated. I mean, look at all these pieces. Like, look at all this. Look at all this tension. There's just stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. Black to move, what would you do? I see A5, King H8. Also, if he takes on F6, he can take back with the knight. Stop the forward attack on his forward knight. Yes. A5, move the king to H8 from elevation. A5 from Doe Darkness. Trade the knight, then take the pawn. Okay. Okay, knight takes C3. Don't let him use that pin from Red Hot Mama. Take on E5. Okay, so taking on E5. G5. Interesting. Very, very sharp. Get the king to safety, set elevation. F takes A7, which is not a move, and 100% over there from Phantom Master Klendrick, as usual. Knight to G5. Okay, knight to G5. Thanks for the follow, Cassiano 409. Okay, here's the move right here, guys. So the first thing is knight takes C3, right? Knight takes C3. And what Magnus is expecting is like, you know, knight takes F5, Or like a pawn takes, you know, Tiny Dinky, thanks for the funny. He says, bruh, thanks for the follow. Bruh. Yo, welcome to the stream. Yeah, what up, though? Knight takes c3. Knight takes c3, right? Okay. Now, after knight takes c3, he's expecting, like, you know, take with the queen, maybe knight takes f5, maybe some action like that. But here's what Wesley does. Wesley says, wait a second, let me hit you with this real quick. Boom! Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow, big fella. He said, yo, I'm gonna hit you with the little in-between tween, which is a Zug, right? Or in-between move. Wow, hitting on f6 first. But Magnus played what? What did Magnus play right here? This is about to get crazy, bro. This is about to get crazy. Black to move. What do you do? What do you do? Now queen d6 from Dinky. Tiny. I'm thinking. Queen d6, obviously. Queen d6 again. Queen d6. Zeph says Queen d6. Super sick. Has I content you when you're streaming? Yes, they do. Full smooth. Absolutely. Queen d6. G takes f6. Obviously, no, that's pretty gross. Rook f6. Okay, so I have Rook f6, Queen d6, King h8 in the spirit of Phantom Master Klendrick. Yeah, blocking with your whole face. Garbage. This is a family channel. Knight to c8. Knight c8, Queen d6, or Bishop takes h2. Dare him to take on g7, he says, after knight c8. Okay, anything else before we get this answer? Anything else before we get this answer? What we looking like? What we looking like? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Nobody got it. Nobody got it here. Nobody got it. In fact, I'm going to tell you what the first move is. Okay, if you said Queen d6, you correct. That's the engine move. Okay, I see you. I see you. That's the engine move. Queen d6. What Magnus played was this move right here. Bishop e4. What? Whoa, something completely different. And the engine says, oh, that's just fine. Oh, I forgot that was a move, right? He playing moves that the engine be forgetting that they could play. Bruh. You know, he played Bishop e4 and like it was fine, completely fine. This is nuts right now. There is a lot going on. We can spend an hour right here. F takes e7 did not happen, but he could. And after F takes e7, obviously you have to take, but there's Queen h4 here. And if Bishop takes e4, I'm just going to run through these lines. You have Bishop takes h2. Oh my goodness. Wow. Garbage. Get him out of here. After takes, we're going to hit him with a splitting. And then mate and we grace. Sheesh. Wow. Wow. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. So, of course, he was like, nah, I ain't about to do that. You ain't about to put me on a poster, you know, real quick like that, you know. Put me on a poster, people that know basketball. You ain't about to put me on a poster like that, big fella. I mean, this is a national television as well. Crypto Cup, right? You're not about to do this to me. So after that, in fact, he took on c3 and said, okay, I'm not having it. I'm not having it. Now what do you play, chat? Now what do you play? And we didn't even get to the main part of the lesson yet today, right? This is still like basic of what we about to see. Black to move. What do you do now? What do you do? Magnus countered an in-betweener with another in-betweener. Right. He hit the in-between with an in-between himself. Nasty. Nasty. Ridiculous. Black to move. What do you do? I see bishop to d3. We have rook takes f6. Okay, what else? Knight to c8 again. Now queen d3, meaning d6. G3, bishop takes f3. Okay. Queen d6, rook f6, rook f6. We got another one for queen d6. Knight f5. Okay. Queen d6. Bishop takes bishop. Very, very nice. I like the choices we have here. I like the choices we have here. Knight f5, another one. Knight f5. Anybody else? Anybody else? Watch it be G takes f6. That's pretty gross. All right, well, check this out, right? Okay. Rook takes f6. You know what? That's nice. That's nice right there. Rook takes f6. 100% garbage. Get the man off the board. This is disgusting. What are you doing with your life? Why would you do that? After rook takes f6, he plays bishop takes e4 for the score, and I'm gonna stare at you real hard right now. I'm gonna stare at you real hard. This is a wrap. This is a wrap. This is over. You just lost a piece, my guy. You have nothing. Oh, bishop takes h2. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. Okay, bishop takes h2. Garbage. Go home. Go home. Go home. King takes h2. What do you do next? Rook takes 8. Rook h6. I take those. Queen d6. Nothing. Nothing at all. I step out of the way. Have a nice day. You blocked with your whole face. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Absolutely. You have nothing. You have nothing, and everybody saw you just get mollywopped here. So it's not a move. It is not a move. Start a new one. This is pinned, by the way. Pin for the win. Get the man off the board, stir. Have a good day. That's over. That's over. Doesn't work. Doesn't work. So after e takes f6, bishop b4, d takes c3, Magnus does play queen d6. Great job. Great job. Great job. Shout out to you. That's the move. I'm hitting mate and we great. So he does play g3, and someone did find the correct answer in the chat, which is bishop takes f3. Trade them boys off. Thanks for the 100 piece. Tiny, appreciate you. But the bishop takes f3, right? I mean, look at the in-between moves. In a way, this should be about in-between moves. Zishenzugs, which is ridiculous word to even spell. Try to say that 5 times fast. But, you know, bishop takes f3. Wesley played bishop f4. Bro, this is nuts. You see how many in between? How long was this knight hanging, right? So he moves out of the way. Queen takes f6, and then bishop takes c7. This is absolutely bananas. We play rook b7. He goes bishop e5. We go queen f7. Knight takes f3, and queen takes f3. Boom. Now we are at the part right now, right? If we do a overall... horrible word to spell, right? It's Rischenzug, right? You probably Googled that, Fingy. I do not believe that you spelled that correctly by off the head. I do not, unless you German, I don't believe, he said, even as a German, Rischenzug is a horrible word to spell. I don't think you did that yourself. I think you probably Googled that because it's like every word in the alphabet, it looked like. It's ridiculous. Rischenzug. Try to say that 5 times. Try to spell it without knowing how to spell it. Okay, I'm telling you, you're going to mess that boy up. So with that being said here, though, right, look at this. Like this position, equal, it is equal from a human standpoint, and actually from the engine standpoint, honestly, really but from an engine standpoint, it's zeros, but from a human, it's a little bit different. Now, let's take a look at the brain board. Remember, we do this all the time. Boom. What does the brain board say? Right here, as you see, the queen is too far away. If the opponent's queen is far away from the king, look for chances to attack. The queen is out in Siberia, my guy. Oh my goodness. Bruh. What is he doing? Your queen out there in Siberia. The queen, once again, the queen is too far away. If the opponent's queen is far away from the king, look for chances to attack. The queen is out in Siberia. Okay, let's get back to the game. So whose queen is out there in the wilderness looking absolutely crazy? Would that be white or would that be black? That's a question for you, chat. What do you think? Whose queen is out here in the wilderness looking absolutely ridiculous? Would that be white's queen or would that be black's queen? Though the darkness says white, the queen on b3, Chronic 65 says white. Queen b3 is in the middle of the wilderness. Correct. Siberia out here looking crazy. That's right. White's queen looking crazy. Big facts, Chaz. White, correct. 100% correct, guys. You got it. White's queen out here looking crazy. Yes, it is white's queen. So you should play something like queen d1 eventually, because this queen looking crazy, or at least queen b3 is. After queen takes f3, no, he did play queen d1, Zeph. In fact, he played queen b4, going further into the jungle with no supplies, nothing. No water, no food, no tent, no flashlight, going into the desert, going into the jungle. Let's see. Queen b4, we go knight f5. Then he went further in there
Bruh.
He went further in here. So what do you do about it? Okay, he went further in. What do you do now? Jumanji, roll a 5 or an 8. Very nice. There you go, Chaz. That's beautiful. Mosquitoes be nasty in there. Very nasty. The queen not getting out of there. Okay, we see rook c8. I see rook c8. What do you do here, chat? What do you do? What do you do now? Thanks for the follow, Mel Havoc. What's next, chat? What's next? Right, queen out here looking crazy, away from the king. Remember, when the queen is away from the king, you should actually do things to attack. You should attack because this is your chance. This is your time to attack. Rook f7, there it is. Right, rook b to f7. We back this boy over all the way over to f7. Now, if queen to c6, which is a move that a lot of you would play, what is the move here? What is the move? Can anyone find the move right now? If queen takes c6, what happens right now? What would you do? Wesley did not play queen takes c6 because he saw it, because he's Wesley So what would you do here? I see knight h4 from Phantom Master Clendrick. Sinister says address, yeah, knight e3, knight e3, knight e3 again. Knight e3. Dang, boy, that's unanimous. I mean, that's back to backs. I gotta do it. It is knight e3. Beautiful. After f takes e3, what's the next move though? What's the follow-up? Oh, you found the first move. Oh, okay. Yeah, you nice out here. What's the follow-up? What's the follow-up? This is where you would go wrong. What is the follow-up? Queen e3, queen e3, queen takes rook, queen e3, queen e3, knight g3, or queen e3. There's no knight even on the board, Fingy. I don't know if you've been drinking today or if something wrong. You know, we got people for that. One phone call, we get you right. Knight g3. Wow, it's not even a knight on the board. My goodness. But queen e3, that is a move. That is absolutely a move. And now if king g2, we play queen e2. Okay, queen e2 check, and then we take on f1. And he's done. Get the man off the board. So he doesn't do this, right? He doesn't take on c6. He does not. Right, so he plays rook a to e1 and says, okay, cool, we're going to try to neutralize things. We're going to try to do our thing here. Now, how many pieces does it take for a successful attack? Students know this, especially in the chat. Some of my students know, most of them know. It takes 3 or more pieces for a successful attack, or the rule of +2, having +2 more, right? 3 pieces, very good, chat. Very good, right? 3 or more pieces for a successful attack. We probably got like maybe 3, but I mean, realistically, like 2 right now. This one ain't really helping that much. We need more firepower. We need more to do. So what did Magnus do in this position? It's black to move. Right, Phantom Master. Right, we need that many. Absolutely. Knight h4, I see h5 from Zeph, and knight h4 from A1 Chemist. h5 from Tilty. Knight h6. Oh, that's okay. I see the reroute. I see the reroute game. Reroute game real strong there. Knight h4 from Elevation. I see h5 and knight h4. And also a knight h6 in there. What else we got? 93 anyways. Gross. I see 3 from Jim. Just 3. Just the number 3. The number 3. Magnus blocked with his face. And he rarely does that. He does block with his face sometimes, but he rarely does that. Queen takes f2. Oh my goodness. Are you looking? I did ask you this earlier. You probably are. What you drinking tonight, Real? I need the same. I need the same. Oh my goodness.
Garbage.
Oh wow. Queen takes f2. Wow. Well, here's the move, guys. All right. It's h5. Knight h4 doesn't work. Knight h4 looking crazy out here. Knight h4, you actually blocking with your whole face. This is a family channel. Let's hurry up and get this off the screen because there are, kids watching under 13. This doesn't work. This doesn't work at all. Check. Oh, bishop g3, and I'm going to stare at you real hard. Real hard. Real hard. I mean, the hardest stare ever. So that doesn't work. So h5, though, does work. Very nice. h5, beautiful. Going for h4, h3. White plays h3, black plays h4. Now he takes it. Wesley says, let's go. Show me what you got, Magnus. Show me what you got. And Magnus did exactly that. It is black to move, chat. Few moves left in this game, right? Few moves left in this game. Now, again, while y'all thinking about this, right? Look at the brain board. The queen is too far away. If the opponent's queen is far away from the king, look for chances to attack. The queen is out there in Siberia or the wilderness or whatever you want to call it. It don't matter. The queen out there looking absolutely ridiculous. We got knight takes g3. Can't see, do you wear sunglasses when you stare real hard? Absolutely. Sometimes I may pull them up a little bit. They can see the bottom of the eyes. Just to let them know I'm staring at them. Sacrifice the horse on g3. Knight takes g3. Narnia. yeah, we about to take them to Narnia right now. Knight takes g3. That's right. Knight takes g3, chat. Spink. There it go. Ooh. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Yikes. 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 Knight takes g3 is the move. This is the move, actually. In fact, elevation, he said garbage. Now, this for you. Garbage. Yeah, Garbage. Yeah, this for you. Yeah, this is what he played. Knight takes g3. This is the right move. This is the right move, bro. What happens on f takes g3? Come on, chat. Who got it? Who got it? And you better get this right. You better get this right, chat. Don't do this. People watching this right now from YouTube, from Twitch. Hold on. Yo, you better get this right. Black to move. What you gonna do? Black to move. Queen takes g3 from Boggy. Okay. Queen x. Queen x f1. Queen x f1. Queen e3. Nice. Queen e3. Okay. Queen e3. Man. Nice. Queen takes f1. Queen takes f1. Very nice. In fact, you actually could do both. Queen e3 and Queen f1 are actually very beautiful. Queen takes g3 is 100% garbage. Premium. Garbage. Cambodian. 100% natural. Garbage. Disgusting. This is not a move. You just like, what are you doing with your life? Oh my goodness. Disgusting. So Queen e3 though is beautiful. This is cool. This one's nice. Right. And if King h1, then you take. Right. But the easiest way is just taking the rook. Just take the rook, bro. Let's take the rook. And then it's mate on the next move. This is the easiest way. Is this way. Even here is mate as well. All of these are made. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So knight takes g3. Boom. Bishop takes g3 from Wesley. We take back. And then watch this. Rook e8. Oh, he's still in the game. Oh, snap. Wesley out here pushing like a big dog would. Because a big dog could. It is black to move. What do you do? Magnus, it's only a few moves left. Only a few moves left. You better get it right or it's a wrap. Chat, ain't no kids watching this late. It is 1 in the morning. We can block with our faces, no problem, says Tycorn. That's great. G takes f2 from Doe Darkness. King g7. Bro, what? Yeah, Reha Mama on something tonight. That's okay. That's okay. You know, I'm going to call them people for you, okay? I'm going to personally call them people for you. They're going to show up to your address with something nice for you, okay? Nice little jacket. Can't hurt nobody. You know, you're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. G takes f2. G takes f2. G takes f2. Everybody like take the pawn. f2. Queen h1 easy, gross. G takes f2. Man, that's unanimous, bro. I love it. G takes f2. Okay. Okay. You are semi-garbage. Semi, like just a little bit. Garbage. Not terrible. Okay, you ain't that bad. You like, you know, halfway in the garbage. Like halfway. Because it ain't that bad. It ain't terrible. But it does work. But the better move is G2. Now, of course, after takes here, right, after here, King H2, this takes a little longer. This literally takes a little bit longer, right? Queen F4 check. Yeah, Queen F3. I mean, this, you have to play like King H7 now. The semi, this still takes longer. If you check, I go back. Then what? Oh, Queen G5. Oh, you thought you was cool or something. King H2, right? And then you're almost doing a perpetual. Almost. So now you have to actually step out of the way to loosen some of your pieces up. So this is why this one doesn't work. Now, not that it doesn't work, it just takes longer than what would happen if you play G2. G2 is the move, right? G2 is the move. And here's the last two moves. After rook takes f8, rook takes f8, and Wesley resigned right here. Wesley was straight up resigned. The reason being is this is a threat. The rook is also hanging. So if you check me, right? Let's say check, king h8. If you move the rook, you get mated, right? You get mated. You can't, you move the rook, I take on f2. There's no more checks anymore. That's why g2 was better. Much better. I'm threatening to take this. I'm also threatening this as well. And the queen on the other side of Siberia over here looking crazy, right? This is why it's very important to understand what is the potential of your position. What is the potential of your opponent's position? Let's flip the board here. If Wesley would have realized right here on queen b3, bro, this gotta go. This has to go right now. You maybe play a move like queen d1 and just say, look, we got to get out of here. We got to stop this now. You're not about to do this to me, right? You can't. You can't. But he went forward. Knight came in. He like, oh, it ain't nothing. Oh, I'm good. Queen c5. Then he like, oh, bro, it ain't nothing. I'm straight. Rook a1. And then the queen out here looking crazy. The queen too far away from the action and end up getting mated. And we graded, you know, like it's a wrap. It's a wrap because the queen don't even help. You like down a piece, 100% garbage. Disgusting. So hopefully you can learn from this here. Always retreat. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Right. Queen of Amazon. All right. Was this a classical game? I forgot the time control. This was, I don't think they show me. Let me see. They count results. I don't remember. I don't think this wasn't classical though. This was FTX crypto, which I think it was a little bit faster, but it wasn't classical from what I remember. Maybe it was. It was rapid. There we go. Get made for right. Do you have a link for this game? I'll have a link. Phantom Master Kendrick actually send me a message to say link to the game, so you guys can. I'll put a link in the description. Isn't the natural course of action to not let your king get surrounded by too many pieces? Enemy pieces? Yeah, that's correct. And Wesley even had this problem too, which shows that everyone can have this problem in many cases, especially when you're trying to not be passive and you're trying to be aggressive, right? So, you know, wasn't this crypto or rapid tournament? Yeah, this is crypto. Yeah, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. We did go over today. We like 32 minutes, but it was needed. You guys needed to know this today. So hopefully you enjoyed today's analysis. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm gonna see y'all guys tomorrow on the next video.